Nobody picked him, not for the promotion, not for the opportunity, not even for the projects he was qualified for. At just 24 years old, Ethan had heard one sentence more than any other: "We'll let you know." But what happened next changed everything. Meet Ethan, 24 years old, hardworking, ambitious, and completely invisible. While people around him seemed to move forward, getting promoted, getting recognized, getting opportunities, Ethan stayed exactly where he was, ignored, overlooked, forgotten. But one ordinary Tuesday morning, he made a decision that would eventually change the course of his life. And by the end of this story, you'll understand why being overlooked might actually be your biggest advantage. Every morning, Ethan woke up determined. Today will be different. But every evening felt exactly the same. In meetings, louder people got the attention. In interviews, someone else got selected. At networking events, nobody remembered his name. Even when he had good ideas, they often went unnoticed until someone else repeated them. The worst part, he wasn't untalented, he wasn't lazy, he wasn't unqualified, yet somehow, he was never anyone's first choice. And after hearing no enough times, he started asking himself a dangerous question: what if they're right about me? But here's what Ethan didn't realize: the problem wasn't his talent, the problem was where he was looking for validation. And that realization would change everything. One evening, after receiving another rejection email, Ethan sat silently in front of his laptop. At first, he felt angry, then disappointed, then exhausted. But as he looked around, he noticed something interesting. The people succeeding around him weren't always smarter, they weren't always more talented. Many of them had simply stopped waiting, while Ethan was waiting for someone to believe in him. They were already investing in themselves. That night, Ethan made a decision that most people never make. He stopped waiting to be chosen, and started choosing himself. The next day, nothing looked different: no breakthrough, no success, no miracle. But Ethan changed his routine. Instead of spending hours scrolling through social media, he started learning. Instead of complaining about opportunities, he started preparing for them. 1 hour a day became 2, 2 hours became a habit. He improved his communication skills, learned new professional skills, read books, took courses, practiced relentlessly, week after week, month after month, and still, nobody noticed, no applause, no recognition, no rewards. Which is exactly why most people would have quit. But Ethan kept going, because he had finally learned a truth that few people understand: the most important growth happens when nobody is watching. Think about a bamboo tree. For years, almost nothing appears above the ground. Then suddenly, it grows at an incredible speed. But the growth wasn't sudden. The roots were growing the entire time. Just like Ethan's. Almost a year later, an opportunity appeared. A difficult project. High pressure. High risk. A project that nobody wanted to touch. Most people stepped back. Ethan stepped forward. Not because he was fearless, but because he was prepared. For months, he had been building skills in silence. Now those skills finally had a chance to speak. The project succeeded. Then something unexpected happened. People started noticing him. Managers noticed. Clients noticed. Coworkers noticed. The same people who once ignored him now wanted his input. The same people who overlooked him now respected him. Not because he changed overnight. Because preparation had finally met opportunity. Here's what most people get wrong. Being ignored doesn't mean you're incapable. Being overlooked doesn't mean you're unworthy. Sometimes life doesn't make you the first choice because it's preparing you to become the strongest choice. The world rarely rewards potential, it rewards value. And value is built in the quiet moments when nobody is paying attention. So if you're feeling overlooked right now, keep learning, keep growing, keep improving, because one day, the people who ignored you will wonder how they ever missed you. And when that day comes, you'll realize that being nobody's first choice was never your weakness. It was the reason you became unstoppable. If this story inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe for more motivational stories. Thanks for watching, and remember, the world may not choose you first, but you can always choose yourself. See you in the next video.